Let's see. If this combination opened the door, then Cat's bracelet was number 6. This is crazy. It worked. How did... It's like I figured it out on the first try when I first did this.
It opened. Door opened.
What? Why? What does it mean? Both 7 and Clover seem rather shaken as they turn to look for Junpei. Oh, at Junpei for answers. Door slid heavily shut. Junpei raised an eyebrow. Isn't it obvious? Cat's bracelet is number 6.
But doesn't it say 0?
This isn't a 0. The symbol on here is a number 0. I mean, isn't a number 0. It's a letter O.
Oh.
Whoa! Wait a minute. I don't get it. I mean, if we figured out that Cat's bracelet is 6, right? Yeah. Does that mean that there are 2 people with 6s? Before Junpei could answer, Snake spoke up.
There is most likely only one person with a 6.
But I don't get it. What about June?
Well, this is only an educated guess, but I think June's number was never 6 to begin with. Her bracelet was flipped. In other words, June's real number is 9? That seems the most likely.
Then all this number door stuff was just a load of crap?
Why would you say that?
Because if June is 9, then the numbers wouldn't match up. Clover grabbed Junpei's notebook and began to write furiously in it. And here we get to realize something very important. Junpei leaned over to look at it. There's all the numbered doors that June's gone through. It's like her handwriting changes every time. Clover read each row out loud so that... God, okay, let me stop there before I hurt my brain. Alright! I noticed a lot of numbered doors that June has gone through so far. I wrote down which door she went into and with who. And I wrote all numbers, what all the numbers were. So if you switch 9 wherever there's a 6, the numbers don't work. If the digit root is 7, then you can't open door 4. If the digit root is 2, then you can't open door 8.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thinking heavily, huh?
Exactly. Clover, do you notice anything interesting on that list?
What do you mean?
You're talking about Tree, right?
Tree?
Santa's always in the room with her. That's what you're saying, isn't it? Yes? Exactly.
What about it?
That's quite simple, really. You told me that the first time he came to this room, Santa was the first to refuse to leave June behind.
Aha. Interesting.
Now, doesn't that beg the question, why?
Yes, it does.
Why would Santa do such a thing? The answer is easy. Because Santa can't open door 9 with only 7 in Lotus. Of course, there's only one reason for that. His number isn't actually 3. Santa's real number. 7. Would you be so kind as to modify my sister's equation? Yeah, sure.
7 took the pen from a confused Clover and began to adjust her calculations.
This is what you were getting at. Oh, this is what you were getting at, right, Snake?
He read out the changes he'd made. When he finished, he looked at Snake. Snake smiled.
Thank you. That is exactly right, Seth. Santa's true number wasn't 3. It was 0.
Uh-oh.
Oh, snap.
Holy shit. No way! Santa is 0?
And June was 9, not 6. On the contrary, Santa was 0, not 3. Plus 3 and minus 3. They cancel one another out. Nothing appears out of the order. Then that means that even though he set the whole damn thing up, Santa was still playing by the rules of the nonary game this whole time. Precisely.
So you're saying Santa planned this whole thing?
I'm not sure if he acted alone or not, but I think it's safe to conclude that he is 0. If my hypothesis is correct.
Flora bit her lips. She seemed to be having some difficulty believing her brother's explanation. Junpei remained silent and thought. Snake's hypothesis didn't satisfy him. June's bracelet was flipped. Even if that were possible, then there would have been 2 number 9 bracelets. And if that were the case...
Alright, that's enough talking. Let's go. It's high time we went through that door. Yeah, really, it is about time.
Yeah, we gotta finish this shit, man. It's already getting intense. Door 9 opened. They leapt through. Oh, jeez. The DAD was directly in front of them as they came through the door. Wow, that was easy. Quickly, they scanned their bracelets. It's like, Zero's like, no fucking around. If you're coming through this door, you better come armed, nigga. You better be strapped in some heat. And the detonator stopped. Phew. After pausing for a moment to catch their collective breath, Junpei and his companions headed down the long hallway in front of them. At the end was a set of stairs leading down into the ship. It looked as though they led all the way to the bottom deck. When they looked down, it didn't seem to be flooded. After deciding it was safe, they headed down the stairs. For a while, Junpei and his companions found themselves at the bottom deck. They turned left into another hallway, at the end of which they found another door. Ooh, and of course there was a symbol engraved over the keyhole. It looked like the sort of harpoon and one used to hunt fish had 3 prongs. Snake traced the shape of it with his fingers.
This is the Neptune symbol. There must be a key around here somewhere.
Neptune key. All Junpei had was the Uranus key card. Not the same planet, and not even the same sort of key. Clearly it wasn't going to open this door. After examining the door for a few more minutes, they gave up and headed back the way they'd come. With a little more searching, they found a metal door. There we go. To the side was a card reader. The symbol was engraved the card reader. It matched the Uranus symbol on the key card Junpei was carrying. This is the place. He muttered to himself and slid the card through the reader. It beeped once, and the light on it turned green. With a heavy metal groan, the door creaked open. Junpei, Clover, Snake, and Seven looked at one another, nodded, and stepped through. The room they found themselves in was full of books. Oh, here we are at the library. It looked remarkably like a library. Not the sort of library where large numbers of people come to read books, or the sort of library that was simply a place to store books. He felt a little overwhelmed by the sheer number of books, but Junpei did his best to speak with authority. Alright, if we want to get through that door out there, we need the Neptune key. I say we split up and look for it. Okay.
Very well. Sure thing.
Good, let's get started then. We don't have a lot of time. Hurry! Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the forest of knowledge. As he began his search, for reasons he didn't fully understand, Junpei felt those particular words flow through his mind. You ready for this, bro?
I'll do this. Oh, snap.
Alright. This is awesome. Hold on, I gotta pause because I gotta save the game. Okay. And we're back. Sorry, you had to save. We gotta read these books. Paleontology. This one's about fossils, right? Ammonites are pretty nasty looking. Oh yeah. This book's called Paleontology. Oh my god, this song! I hate this fucking song. It creeps me the fuck out. This is what gave me that nightmare one time.
Why did mankind lose their tails? Junpei, you know this one's about?
Why are you asking me? I didn't even know we had tails to lose. Maybe you should ask a human with a tail. Lol.
Mankind's ancestors most likely lost their tails. They were no longer useful land. The nutrients required to grow them were better put to use elsewhere. At least that's what I read. I was rather young. I may have it remembered incorrectly. Huh? Why the hell would a kid be reading a book like that?
Huh.
The theory of evolution. Heck, even I know this one. That's this Darwin guy, right? Who jacked off in the primordial ooze, right? Well, yes and no.
Oh, that was epic.
Charles Darwin wrote a book called On the Origin of the Species. In it, he put forth his theory of evolution.
Yeah, I remember that part. He called it natural selection.
Exactly.
Can we read this again or no? It's just gonna tell us shit. Alright, let's see this up here. What's that say? Micrographia, huh?
Yeah.
I don't think I even heard of that.
Ah, yes, Robert Hooke's famous work, first published in 1665.
What? How is no? Yo,
I don't know any of them.
Useless knowledge.
He really needs to go on Jeopardy. He built a microscope and examined insects, inorganic substance, and other things too.
Oh, sorry.
Too small to be detailed by human eye. He then drew pictures of many of the things he'd examined and published them in a book. I'd hazard a guess that this shelf concerned with natural sciences.
See, that's why I like Ace though. He knows a lot of things, you know. Things that aren't even important, but he knows, you know. And that's something I admire.
The one says transition of extinct species. We need to hurry it up or we're going to end up in the pages of the book like that.
Well, he's right, but this is just too interesting to pass up. Mother Nature.
Is that some sort of book about hippie chicks? Ah, that's awesome. Probably not. Except perhaps tangentially. It's most likely about environmental protection.
Tangentially. Not sure what that means though.
I was just trying to make a joke, you rat bastard.
You rat bastard. Dude, hippie chicks, really? Don't tell me you believe that, Junpei. Or maybe you were just pitying him. Creatures of the South Seas, huh? Oh, I'm not liking this so far. I wonder if this one's got a picture of colorful fish and stuff. Introduction to geology, huh?
Think about the Earth, even when you're on the ocean, kind of romantic in a way, I guess. Theories of Cambrian explosions? Did a bomb go off near somewhere called Cambria? Wrong kind of explosion. Roughly 500 million years ago, during what is known as the Cambrian period, research examined the variety of living organisms increased by an order of magnitude. Why what happened is, however, still something of a mystery. There are a number of theories. This book is most likely a collection of them.
Interesting. Okay, we read most of the main stuff, so... What the... There's just so much shit! This is so much shit. Well, we get to explore a lot. This book is called Mind Swap. You mean you can, like, change bodies with someone? Well, like minds or something. Well, I guess I wouldn't mind switching bodies with my brother or Junpei too much. But I'd rather die than let Seven switch with me.
Oh my god. What the hell? Like I'd ever want to swap bodies with a little brat like...
Hey! Were you just imagining? You were! Uh-oh.
Shut up!
Yeah, well, he wasn't the only one. LOL! What's that say? Teletemporation and telepathy. What the hell's this one about?
Well, I know what telepathy is, but I've never heard of teletemporation. It refers to having the ability to travel through time.
Ooh.
Very interesting.
Kitab al-Azif. Man, they got some really weird stuff in here. I can't even pronounce these. Who's that? Some famous guy?
Oh, sorry. It's not
There
a
you go.
person's name, it's the name of a fictional book created by Abdul al-Hazred. It's said to be one of the sources used in the creation of the legendary Book of the Dead, the Necronomicon.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Oh, so these are all occult books and stuff. Sheesh.